There you go, now it's gone. It was just in the cache of mine. I mean, I'm down to do P5 if other people are down to do P5. It's the night's young. I'd be putting chains. Oh yeah, stretch and hydrate, thank you. Ooh. Ugh. More than a mere nuisance. Victory shall never have the knowledge you seek. Secrets of my transformation and deception. They shall return to the star with me. Breath, Hesperos. We have the upper hand now. Surely you can see that. Hell yes. Ah yes, my repertoire is not exhausted yet. However, although I failed, my end shall be on my own terms. Wait, what the fuck? Oh yeah, no worries, Hurt. Remain loyal to the very last. Come what may, die with dignity. Thank you for joining as long as you did, though, Hurt. Enjoy your Crystal Tower runs. Your ambition leads you so astray, Hesperos. You were better than that. Stars shone more brightly than the other in Pandemonium. You had La Habrea's respect, trust. What more did you seek? You would forsake all that and sully your legacy. Perfect. Yeah, we got a lot of cutscenes to go through to get to those anyway, I'm sure. He was so blinded by his own desires that he lost sight of his duty. In the end, he lost everything, and his plans lie in tatters. He doesn't see any dignity in that. Do I have to finish 6.1 and get into 6.2 to unlock them? Because if so, we might not be able to do it, because I'm not in 6.2 yet. I don't know why I chose this path. Or can I pick up the quest immediately after doing this one? It's what your father was his undoing. Perhaps he was jealous that his fate had chosen you, and not him. Be La Habrea's son. Terrible did this jealousy become that he sought forgotten power. La Habrea would be unable to ignore. Which I know usually they have it so that these are kind of separate stories. Hell yeah. I know it came out in 6.2, but I know that sometimes, like, since this is a separate story, there's no story reason to keep me from it, but we'll see. Your respect warped one's heart so. How does infatuation with one person turn into contempt for everyone else? Never heard of such a thing. Not as uncommon as you might think. We will find out in a few minutes. Man, I cannot find it vexing. Perhaps it signifies not my own capacity for bitterness. I understand what it is to have a beacon to follow in dark times, a person you trust to guide you true. How is it to desperately wish their light would fall upon you again? You have spent enough time assuming the intentions of the departed. There's living to consider. Find the other warriors and round up the remaining creations forthwith. Of that, at least, we can be certain. Believe I can be of help in that matter. Ah, fuck. I double-clicked. Influence Hesperos magic is fading throughout Aspharos. Now is the perfect opportunity to seize control of the facilities and restore things to the original state. Seize control? Can you really do that? An unwelcome visitor. Okay. So, after an unwelcome visitor... let me look. Okay, that isn't a main scenario quest, so I think I should be good. Is this presence? What lies beyond that threshold? That's the passage that connects Abyssos to Abyssos. Why? Perfect. Okay, so I was basically making sure that unwelcome visitor wasn't blocked by MSQ. Your guide, you two. That Abyssos is free of obstructions. I can more easily sense disturbances in the lower levels. Something stirs in Abyssos. Ooh, the shaky scary. That symbol looks familiar. Boarding sigil. How? Perfect. It's right after this. No welcome Vibiter is that is button unlock 5 to 8. Let's return to the gates for now. Let's not to appraise the situation from there. Say our investigation is far from over. We defeated Hesperos. It appears to be but scratched the surface of Pandemonium's troubles. And still swimming with questions. Does this mean that Hesperos wasn't actually behind this? Our possibility, yes. The root of this crisis may lie somewhere much deeper than even Abyssos. When we first encountered you, you said the memories of your escape were vague and your senses were muddled. It was more of a result of a panicked mind. You were made to feel this way by a powerful magical influence. Possible that the same magic could have poisoned Hesperos' heart, twisting his affection for La Habrea into burning obsession. Then, in his altered state, he was made an offer of power he could not refuse. Wait, you suggesting that someone turned Hesperos into that thing? If so, it stands to reason they would stop him. Indeed, serious mastermind does not lack for subjects for his experiments, for more potential hermitai. What you're saying is true that my colleagues. They're doomed to share the same fate as Hesperos. Don't lose heart. Hesperos challenged us alone. That tells me the process of creation is long and taxing one. He was the first Mythos, and the rest of the waters are surely alive. Much as I'd like to hasten deeper into Pandemonium, the way forward is sealed off. Focus our efforts in finding a way through. Creation is still free in Hesperos. Won't be easy. Contrary, I yet retain control of these circles, thus can wield interment magic within their halls at will. Creatures will pose no threat to us. Headphones die?
No, I just...
Ah, gotcha. With that, then nothing's stopping us from returning over to Alphadeos. Just so. Require your expertise to keep the peace after the subjects have been returned to their confinement, however. You are Alphadeos' sole remaining warder, after all. You told, do not expect this investigation to become so... did not expect this to become so involved. Of course. But I would like to resolve matters here without resorting to outside help. But... and report to La Habrea. Tis too soon to say. Let us find a way into Abyssos. It would be best to withhold our judgment until we have ascertained the whereabouts of the other warders and the identity of the party responsible for the disappearance. Agreed. Even so, if it means saving a single life within Pandemonium, then I am not above asking La Habrea for help, should it come to that. Ooh, do we get to fight with La Habrea? Because that would be amazing. Discovery certainly paint Hesperos' actions in a new light. The number of unknown elements in this investigation grows. We must proceed forward with the utmost caution. To that end, Reknathinos and I shall remain here for a time being. I enjoy your company. I don't believe we should be needing protection so long as we remain in Alphadeos. Time to rest. Surely you are weary, and there may be more battles ahead of us. Him's burden may grow heavier in your absence. Please show him that he's more capable to bear it. Still, I would help wherever I'm able. I've achieved so far been thanks to you two. And repay the debt I owe. Don't know what use I can be outside of place-aiding creatures, but I'll find a way. This area is amazing. Nonsense. You owe us nothing. Thanks to your knowledge of the magics that's governed this place, we were able to come this far. Elsewise, we'd likely have succumbed to the hippocampus assault. Each of us arrived at this dire past by separate paths. Only by combining our respective expertise, we will reach the end and see Pandemonium saved. Like, this area, I think that's why I like the Omega raids, is this area has such strong theming that and maybe I just need to go back to Shadowbringers and like redo the story of it, but I feel like this and Omega had better theming to the raids, you know? Well, even so, let's allow Professor her rest. But you have something awaiting your portal progress, yes? It'll be much more than I ever imagined. What I remember of the Shadowbringers raid, they felt more disjointed for some reason compared to these. Okay. What did I get, by the way? I want to look at what I have. So I have 2 more gloves. I have enough for my tank gloves. I'd need to run a few more to get everything. Okay. I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break to run to the bathroom, and then I'll continue the story, and we will get to P5. There we go. Oh, we lost the row. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Perfect. I missed that. By the way, deeply enjoyed. I'm so glad that that was enjoyed. It was definitely just like an ADHD thing of like, oh yeah, I need to write out my schedule, and then well, it's almost Christmas. I need to put in something. And I started was just gonna do like the week before Christmas, and then just start the paragraph with that, and then it just kind of spiraled out of hand. Back from the past, none the worse for wear. I see. So what did you find? So there's evil afoot in Pandemonium, already ominous place. Hey, mythic beasts and missing warders. Truly, we are fortunate to see you return to this in one piece. Here's the voice Professor heard from the crystal spoke the truth. As for who left it behind and why, these are questions yet to be answered. Indeed, it could be someone who lived amongst the ancients, or it could be someone trying to avert a tragedy from the future. Much remains shrouded in mystery. But ilm by ilm, we shall unveil that mystery, with the help of the Professor, of course. Our actions with the fabric of the past reshaped, She returns to the same present she left. One thing, intervention in Pandemonium's crisis is one but of countless building blocks fished free, of which our present has been built. There's no telling what consequences would arise if we stopped pursuing this matter now. Whatever plot is unraveling within Pandemonium, must not let it reach its conclusion. One of those creatures should escape. What ripples would carry forth to the future? Make havoc upon the world of the ancients, and their despair would leave an inevitable mark upon history's pages. Despair would only feed the terrible beast that arose during the final days. Final days already had a drastic effect on the eons that followed. The scars that left were made even deeper, by risk losing our presence entirely. Recalls connection to the future of Elpis must be preserved. Not as much of you already. What can I do? But can I count on you to continue work in Pandemonium? Efforts are much appreciated. All we can do to ease your burden, you only need to save the word. Speaking of which, may you return the crystal into our keeping. When we cannot accompany you to the past, perhaps something can be gained by researching it further. By the way, what do you get for doing the island stuff? Is there anything you can earn from it, like any mounts or anything like that? Hold on a second, I realized I didn't do something right in my my title. I'm gonna change it really quick. There we go. I've done it a bit, but like I have 3 mounts, 2 hairstyles, probably others. Some mounts, minions, hairstyles. Yeah, I enjoyed the bit I did of it, but I quickly just started gathering things that actually mattered. But I would like to look at the mounts at some point and see if they're worth grinding for. Literally is the day we met. I shall begin work right away, but cannot promise meaningful results. But as from before, allow me to make an introduction. The research moves into its critical stage, but only soon will recruit another assistant. Well, he's expert in armaments. About history. Be they from the far-flung past or made in the most modern ages. Should you find aught of interest in your adventures, bring it here and she'll be glad to offer your services. Researchers in numerous fields would love to get their hands on artifacts and bygone eras. They give you goods in return to aid in your trials ahead. Ooh, hell yes, I'd love to see one. Pursue the records of the events you've reported here. It's been making faithful, thorough notes. Choose your complete disposal. Since we've embarked upon something monumental, something that will dwarf all else I've accomplished in my many years of research, they have no greater honor nor reassurance than to have your capable assistance in this endeavor. Anything to be found will contribute to your success, we shall find it. Not rest until we've unlocked the mysteries of this crystal. You will be the first to know when we do. Spell speed. Ooh. I like that. That's cute. Is that one of the little onion boys? Oh, I love his little legs just kicking. Oh, that's cute. Also, so there's a Pandemonium exchange here, too. Interesting. I've got 2. Your personal contribution to research. Story of ancient creation. Planted the seeds of great many theories. Okay, that's just a way for me to recount the stories. Unwelcome visitor. Eggplant night. Okay, I do love that that might be worth working towards. Made a breakthrough through uncountable days and nights to finally hearken to the crystal's whispers, and I must say... Oh, one will be unlocking Savage. Okay, that's what that side is. Never mind. I understand too well your enthusiasm, which reminds you that even the most academically inclined prefer a composed recounting of events. Yes, of course. My apologies. Being consumed in my research for so long, I'm afraid I've quite forgotten how to engage in civilized conversation. In this case, let's restart from the beginning. Adrift in the ethereal tides contain the memories of a party yet unknown. They cried out for deliverance from pandemonium. The ancients kept volatile creations under lock and key. You yourself witnessed the power of devouring facilities. It was retelling part 1 to part 4, then it's Savage. Got it, okay. Fortunately, your martial prowess combined with the magic knowledge. This is just retelling what we did. Present stirs, intentions, identity, shrouded mystery. Issue at hand, is it not? This is like going over the story right here, since, like, you know, this would have came out months later. Tirelessly discern the nature of the crystal. The process detected an anomalous etheric signature, which I believe arose from memories from within. So is this crystal? We have Azim's memory crystal and the other memory crystals of the ancients. I feel like this has to either be Themis's crystal, which I believe he's supposed to be. He looks very familiar to Elidibus, or this is La Habrea's memory crystal. The matter suggested a feeling of loss or yearning, specifically the yearning to be made whole. Indeed, ambient readings have reached a faint but identical signature. It might mean that yet another crystal exists in our time. Well, my friend, I must depart to search for it forthwith. By tracing the matching etheric signatures to its source, it will be a simple matter to find her crystal's twin. This is supposed to be carried about by us, or Professor grace us for her protection. Afraid she has more pressing matters to attend to. Speak the secrets lie nestled within pandemonium where this all began. While you heard, it appears that the time traversal from the crystal tower is not fluid. One can travel in predetermined intervals, prudent to check in on occasion in case there are any unanticipated changes. My little assistants, as you remain here and continue cataloging ancient creations. I mean, you intend to search for the crystal on your own? Yes, I would. Be the most efficient use of resources, would it not? In fact, I've already commissioned a ship and pilot for that very purpose. Just you take good care of the laboratory in my absence. Apologize for that somewhat abrupt departure. Progress is in sight. Professor Calden tends to become blind to all else. Indeed. Worse than usual. Cannot fault him for his excitement. I only wish he would spare a thought for those around him. Crystal seems to loath to be overheard, or heard, much as it bespoke only to you last time, but none of the professor has been able to capture its etherical yearning, which has served only to convince him that he can solve this puzzle on his own. Come alone, he'll come to remember how valuable we are. Search for this crystal seemed to be a simple enough matter. Let him have his adventure, and upon his return, I'm certain he'll be back to his usual self. As for you, Professor, it may be best to return to the pandemonium, Professor Calden suggested. Which is a request of my own to make. If the pandemonium requires you to pass through Elpis, correct? I'm going to have you investigate in my stead. Operations confined within pandemonium are considered to be failures. I doubt that's their whole story. Barring exceptional cases, they must have been under observation in Elpis before being consigned to their shackles. If you know anything about the ancients, they would have kept thorough records of the results. Hello, Wolfie! It has been a while. I'm doing good. How are you? We're making our way through some raids in Final Fantasy XIV. What have you been up to? Have you been playing the new Overwatch at all? Or have you moved on to something else for now? Records may show the Loud Creations. Guarantee it certainly beats the current strategy of rushing forward blindly with their own strength carrier. For your own shake as well, let's unearth what information you can. Doing alright. Now, I'm guessing you're on winter break now? Or do you go to break soon? I haven't. Overwatch 2 sucks ass meta-wise. Everything else I like, but the meta sucks. Ah. That sucks to hear. Wait till January. Oh, wow, that's not a very long break. I don't want to hear the recap of the past. Just get savage. That's good that you're on break, but gosh, that's such a short break. Just to January 3rd. Oh, yeah, January 3rd, start right back up. No, that's no time off. Yeah. It's from what I can tell, it's Overwatch 1.5. But the thing that gets me is some of the changes look odd. Take records of Pandemonium's creations. Mr. Themis has just finished pursuing the very same, but arrived at the same conclusion. Luckily, I've saved you the trouble and gleaned what information I could. Part 2 sucks entirely. I take that back. Servers are trash. I can't play comp unless I'm in NA servers. Oh, what the fuck? Solo queue comp comes in one match, unless I DC at the start. My boyfriend anything and I'm on NA, it's perfectly fine. I'm in EU, I get 30 ping, DC, 700 ping unstable. And then I get 100 ping and I'm fine. That's so dumb. Then you have the SWOTOR. Ooh, very nice. I tried to get into SWOTOR last year. Played a bit of it last year. And I enjoy it. But it falls into the same category as a lot of the MMOs for me, that I play it for a bit, and then I just want to play Final Fantasy XIV again. Then the ruin was the whole hero battle pass. Or hero battle pass. But you want new heroes late, 40, basically locking them on a paywall. Oh, yeah, that's fucking rough. Any player status on my 4th server. Ooh, nice. What does Legendary Player give you exactly? Because big dick and intense patience. Have you tried Final Fantasy XIV yet, by any chance, Wolfie? If you ever wanted a change of pace. It's pretty fun. Like, the problem I came into it was I came into the game late because a bunch of my friends played it in college when it came out. But I didn't have the money to pay for a subscription to play the game. Then it went free to play, and I tried to play with them, and they were all paying. And it was atrocious to play that game as a free-to-play player with people who were paying. I felt like a 5th-class citizen. Like, it was awful. Like, I would have to stop and grind so much to keep up with them.
I am very uncomfortable with
because
the
they would be
energy
at
that was
like,
created in the studio today.
You know, they'd be 5 levels ahead and moving to the next area. I'm like, hey guys, I gotta do things to move forward. Dragon, welcome in, Dragon. Thank you for the follow. We're slowly making our way through Pandemonium. I've gotten distracted right now talking about the SWOTOR. Our free trial, no restriction on playtime, includes the award-winning. It does indeed. Gives an ego boost and a special frame to show. Hell yeah. There is this critically acclaimed MMORPG, Final Fantasy XIV, with a free trial up to level 60 that includes the base game and the award-winning expansion Heavensward with no restrictions on playtime. Servers on my 9th account with 114 characters, include my deleted characters. Holy shit. Yeah, that is a nice big flex. I'm really enjoying the Pandemonium raids. We just finished the first 4. We're going to the second 4. I was dreading having to once again scour the archive. Perhaps instead I'll rest for a spell. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave. Welcome in, Dragon. I'm assuming since you're saying Pandemonium 10 you play as well. What is your main? What do you play? Or we've undone the warding, sigil blocking, the entrance to Abyssos. You're merely to chase an idle suspicion while awaiting your return. Character of the stories. Holy shit. Okay, Wolfie, what is your favorite class in the game? I explained I lost my PC. Ah, gotcha. Sorry to hear you lost your PC. But what did you play when you did play then? Dragoon, nice. That was my original main. So I mained Dragoon from A Realm Reborn through A Realm Reborn through Stormblood. Then in Stormblood, like midway through the patch content, I was leveling everything and I started playing Red Mage. And I fell in love with how Red Mage played. So I've been a Red Mage main since midway through the patch content of Stormblood. Now I've been playing a bit of Summoner, really enjoying Summoner. And then because the new Summoner changes are really fun. Favorite stories is the Sith Inquisitor. Favorite subclass is Juggernaut. Nice. I played Inquisitor the first time I played, and then the farthest I got was with the Jedi Counselor. Don't FL with the Red Mage? Don't fuck with the Red Mage. I am the okayest Red Mage. I was formerly North America's okayest Red Mage, and now I'm Europe's okayest Red Mage. There are people, if you ever get back into playing. Will do. I played with a friend of mine, and he slowed down a bit, and I understood it more. But the entire time, I just wanted to play Final Fantasy again, honestly. Rewards continue to be assailed, unknown foe. Yet no fluctuations are great to make me doubt Rignos' ability to watch over Alpha Deus while I'm away. Feeling to master interment. Though he might deliver the creations back to their cages by his own hand, I'd best to give him time to hone his craft. I've invaded the EU servers and took the most mediocre Red Mage spot from some poor person. Rhoda's here. That's accompanied me back when I attend to another matter. Were out suspicions that I would like to chase down. Rest assured, it should not take long. I have a few questions to ask an acquaintance of mine. Come, he has to meet us near the Nessus to the Pandemonium. Nope. It took me a minute to get through the cutscenes. There have been a lot of cutscenes. Best story, Sith Warrior Inquisitor. Some people like Bounty, though. I like Sith Inquisitor. It was really fun. I like the idea of character stories based on class. I think it's very fun. So the fun thing I like about this game, that I think at the end of the day is what really pushes me into it, is unlike Star Wars where you're stuck into one class, this one I can be every class. There are jobs in this one. So, like, these are all my jobs I have leveled. 90 is max. Good night, Killy. Just good night, wifey. So, these are my healers. These are all DPS, and blue is tank. So, I've been leveling things that I enjoy playing, trying to get good coverage that I can play a little bit of everything. At one point, we were trying to get everything to 80. Or 70 at the time, and then 80 because Shadowbringers came out. They're amazing. Cutscenes relation is a very haha sex joke scene in. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice that they got away with that in Star Wars, but I guess that was pre-Disney. Upon our expedition to Pandemonium, we couldn't help but be mystified by how strongly the warders we encountered felt for La Habrea, whether it be for good or ill. Hesperos and Ignathenos were two sides of the same coin. The former looked to his mentor with absolute devotion, while the latter looked to his father with bald hatred. Word is how much leg stuff costs someone, but to be honest, it's just a small complaint, doesn't affect the story. That's not bad. Like, to me, it was the monetizations in Star Wars just got to me. Like, how many microtransactions, how many things you had to pay for on top of a sub, it felt like. Like, it seemed like everything was pushing me to go to their store to buy things. Because of the free-to-play aspect, it felt like a free-to-play game the entire time. So, like, right as Disney was acquiring them. There's such as you understand this, but extreme emotions for a single individual, quite rare indeed. No guarantee gratitude towards my mother and father, yet we are all equals in the larger picture of the star. Not unique to myself, it's more or less accepted in the way of things. In recent contrast, the researchers of Pandemonium seem to view La Habrea with a feeling of obsession. Driven by love or hate, they all have been drawn to him. Aspects of the facility's particulars I found troubling besides. The best course of action would be to go straight to the source and pose my questions to a member of the Words of La Habrea. Best cutscenes I've ever seen. Ooh. I've heard it's really good. It's a lot to get into. And I'm already into one long MMO. What you waiting, Master Themis? I just like, there's something about this that I like being able to do everything on one character that just feels very good. Indeed. In particular, I wish to know why exactly Pandemonium was built directly under Elpis. Like, this is the story for the raids. This isn't even the main story of the game. This is just raid story. Overseen by the Words of La Habrea, after all. Why keep it so close to Elpis, whose governing body has no say in its day-to-day operations? First of all, it's simply a matter of convenience. Those creations which were deemed failures by researchers of Elpis could be easily ushered into their new homes. Surprised by a trip to the archives revealed that many of the creations were sent from organizations beyond Elpis, even from the Words of La Habrea themselves. Given this, albeit limited information, I cannot feel that the Academia Adair would find a much more fitting locale. What does Elpis have that cannot be found here? These are fitting questions, ones we've asked ourselves many times in recent years. Alas, the nature of Pandemonium's construction does not lend itself to relocation. Its first built, circumstances weren't as they are now. As you'd surmise, the majority of the creations kept within Pandemonium were sent from Elpis. As the years passed, interests changed. Failures in creations deemed too flawed to even submit to Elpis paradoxically drew the attention of the Pandemonium's researchers. That was quite the change, and in fact almost runs counter to the facility's original purpose. Who's it that decides which creations are the subject of research? Master La Habrea. Such authority is reserved for the chief keyword, and he has taken it upon himself to step into that role. The short characters are Lalafels, or some people call them Popitos or potatoes as well. Pandemonium's resources were being misused. It would be under La Habrea's authority, correct? Oh, a pet Oreo. Let me see if I can get an Oreo up here. Oreo! Oreo, come here! Oh, I have a Jack. Jack, come here! Jack! Up! Jack, come here! I have a Jack. I did not get an Oreo because Oreo is very asleep, but I got a Jack. Oh, goodness. I make him stand. He is very small and much more easy to get up to the camera's height. Bad joke. Find a bad joke. Oh, goodness. What do baby ghosts wear on their feet? Booties. What did the ghost win at the talent contest? The booby prize. Where did the ghost go on vacation? The Bahamas. What did the teacher say to the misbehaving ghost? Ghost, stand in the corner. Also, congrats on the VIP, Wolfie. Also the nuts.
No.
And then the hydrate. I got a little water left. In my incredibly lewd bottle. Honestly, I don't know why. I for some reason thought Wolfie had already gotten VIP at some point. Yeah. That's true. What were you suggesting? But the keywords also hold sway within the facility. Maybe Master La Habrea would free them from their scrutiny. I'm going to report any irregularities as soon as possible. But admit, late communication has been somewhat sporadic. Recently received a report that one of the keywords is stating that all is well within Pandemonium's halls. I don't think it would have ever been taken off, because I don't believe it has. Possibly. If so, then where's my manage? I believe you were one before. Where's the button? Boop. I'm rejecting your thing to give you your points back, even though you had enough for a big flex. Certainly, the keyword is sent it. Of course, the communications suffered temporary obstruction. Assure you that the words did their due diligence in confirming the identity of the sender. Thank you for this information. Hope for my investigation. It'll be all for my prying. Hell yeah. Then you might not have ever redeemed it, because that's a fuckload of points, so you might just have never redeemed a VIP. Well, 20k after doing the 25k between a big flex and the VIP. That's true. You're also here literally every stream, always. You and Killy have a lot. You might leave. When you're permitted to conduct your investigation freely, I must remind you that the warder's work is delicate. It would be remiss to disturb them for longer than is necessary. It's nice to know that La Habrea was a bitch back then, too. Back in the past. All is well. A blatant lie. We can both attest. One of the remaining keywords is most certainly in league with the party behind this. Hell yeah, 38k. I know Annie was just mentioning she's at, what, 240k? 282.8. But, like, that's because her and Kelly both sit always there. Also, she has the, you know, the advantage of knowing exactly when a stream begins. And they have that, you just leave the window up, even when it's not the stream going on. I usually leave my stream window up as well. Alright, I think I'm close to getting to the actual raid itself. Yes, so its false reports are risen now. It certainly bodes ill. This does the knowledge that our mysterious masterminds at least one more keyword to puppet. Regardless, they have tipped their own hand. It would be remiss to leave Ericnathanos at the mercy of the machinations. Let's hope no harm has befallen him. I really hope he hasn't become corrupted again and now we have to fight him. Gosh, this area is so cool. Oh shit, he's learned how to bind. Ooh, P5 is? I'm excited then. I really enjoy this raid tier so far. Shadowbringers was okay. Alexander is amazing. I really, really love Stormblood's raids. For as much as I thought Stormblood was an okay expansion, its raids were amazing. It was countless times, yet I still lack the strength to maintain the spell. Never had so much room to 130k, and then spent 125 to become someone's child. a good use of, you know, points. 125k to be adopted is a fantastic use of points. All time works against me. The victim while in ineptitude. Wait, who goes there? I know back when Nick was streaming, I used points all the time to fuck with him. Like, because I just always sat in a stream, so I just had a fuckload setting to, like... I made him play the hardest difficulty multiple times on games, because he had to challenge me. And every time I challenged him to play the game on the hardest difficulty. As I should. There is something to be admired in such a single-minded effort. Yet your methods leave much to be desired. You allow this familiar to catch you unawares. Have you set your sights so high you forget to walk upon the earth? I know this creature, familiar with the phoenix. That monster is locked away. There's a farm and sleep with 50 tabs open at one point. Holy shit. Oh, Behinds of Gaming. 96. Whoa, goodness. Alright. This needs to go somewhere else. I put it in a bad place. Alright. Page 96. We just did page 96. I'll show you what 96 was. But we actually just did this one yesterday. But 96 is Goku. We will go over, we've done 98. Done 102. Done 104. I'm about to. We've done a lot of these. Slowly running out of book. There we go. That's the first one we haven't done yet. We have the soldier from Team Fortress 2. Would you like to read? When a butt critic looks at the soldier from Team Fortress 2, one thing is immediately obvious. Where the soldier should have a butt, he appears to have none. Just look at the back of his lower torso. It's a flat frame with no visible butt. This isn't a Team Fortress 2 design choice. Other characters in the game have a butt. So what's the deal with Soldier? First, it's important to acknowledge that the Soldier is aware of his lack of butt, and trying to disguise it. His long coat hides that section of his body, drawing attention elsewhere, which implies he doesn't want anyone asking where his butt actually is. He must have one. Eating requires excreting. But that embarrassing place... What embarrassing place could his butt be? Only one answer. Under his helmet. Yes, that helmet that obscures his eyes. Underneath it is a butt. Explains why he wears his helmet so low, which surely isn't beneficial for a soldier in combat. He'd rather have his eyes visible. He can't risk anyone seeing his forehead butt. Seriously, you can't deny there's a butt under the helmet. No matter how hard you try, this is now canon. Deal with it. There is both I think there's a Tracer and a Widowmaker in here. Let's see, let me go to the thing. I know Tracer is, but I don't remember if Widowmaker is or not. What? Oh, eating requires excreting? Yes. Trying to see if I can find it quickly. I know it's in here somewhere. It's just finding it. Mario. Overwatch. Tracer, Widowmaker, and Diva are all in it. No, May is the definition of thick. Thick. Rip Soldier. Rip Team Fortress 2 in general, honestly. Is the spite of trouble, when I'm freeing it, might add. Begrudge me addressing you in this ill-fitting form if you must, but the control of Asphodeus wrestled from my grasp. Simply the best I can offer you. Have if you will, but mark my words, I will find you. You pay for the chaos you've sown. Now, no need for hostility. Home heart stays the course. The wisdom of La Habrea, your father. Yes, I would love, like, just add it, just have a whole Overwatch section of the book. Well, there kind of is an Overwatch section. This whole book is just like a gaming critique through butts, and it's wonderful. Like, about game design. It's got some very interesting things. They nerfed Tracer's butt, and all of her butt poses. You know that wisdom he speaks. I've heard those words many times. The scolding of a tutor whose students struggle to grasp the most rudimentary lessons, seething with disgust. No. I've not told that to anyone. I even cured Hesperos. I mean one thing. You still insist on mocking me. Stop this farce, La Habrea. Last, you moved to keep up. Pity that you remain blinded nonetheless. Sigma's OnlyFans. As ever you are, always fail to learn, fail to understand, fail to act. And upon fate deigning to offer an escape, you remain here. You're bereft of magical prowess and common sense both. But you need not despair. Dull though you may be, you are yet indispensable to Pandemonium's great experiment. There's the affliction I remember. Tell me, did I ever once measure up to your expectations? You shall. Take pride in that, and rejoice to see your wish fulfilled. What wish? Come and be revealed. All shall be revealed. All this rage, this hatred is but a consequence of ignorance. Our desires align more than you know. I can't believe I'm saying this, but actually wait, is it that bad that the loot boxes were a good thing compared to and 1 versus 2? What are you? Uninvited guest join a reunion. Misfortune no longer favors you. You're called the Wish of Final Fantasy VII. Wait, is in like the are you talking about, okay, the like Aerith's wish with Holy? No, I did not, and I don't really want to. Will be interest in listening to prattle, let alone bow to your will. I'm no longer a child. My faith lies with those who have earned it. Heroes who brought Hesperos low. Even his power divine flowed through his veins. It's plain they're worthier subjects to contend with. What do you mean by if you're called the Wish of Final Fantasy VII? Because all I can think of is its Wish. Out from a cash shop, they're making you buy bundles of good stuff. Ah, some bullshit. Worthier subjects to contend with. Am I gonna fight this weird little wingy thing? Oh no.
Oh, wingy thing. I thought you said
No, wingy. Winged. I should have winged would make more sense, but oh well. Thank you. So a moment later, I shuddered to think what should have become of me. Tell you, I know who's behind this, but there's one person who can hold the thrall over familiar, creation and keyword alike. Alright, I'm on the final quest. We're almost to P5. P5. Persona 5. We're playing Persona 5 suddenly. Alright. Persona 5 time. Let's go. Or we could just read the manga of Persona 5. No, I'm not yet. It's only been 2 years. About to be 2 years since I beat it last. One conclusion. La Brea was driving force behind the chaos from the start. Is to do what everyone else has done, the amount you get. It's easier to buy. Oh gosh. That's so fucking dumb. I hate it when they do that. Where it's like, oh, you'll never be able to use up all your currency. There are few with the wherewithal to even consider the experimentation on such a scale, let alone the capacity to create demigods from man and beast, with the rest of us none the wiser. Through the work of the convocation and words, relative minor role of the chief keyword comes under little scrutiny, even as it provides him the authority to wield dangerous magics. There's a veil and mantle both. Still, if I'm the notion hard to accept, misdeeds perpetrated here could not have been done by the La Brea I know. You've met him, yes? Do you think he's capable of this? Yeah, La Brea is a bit of a bitch.
okay.
Play Persona games. They are fantastic, Era. And honestly, with Persona 5 is on Game Pass. If you on PC Game Pass, even, it is well worth. So you can get like the first month for $1 or 3 months for $1, depending if you've ever done it before. It is well worth getting PC Game Pass to play Persona 5. Honestly, it's worth paying $60 on Steam to play Persona 5. It's on Steam as well. It's already on both. But more or less just, I know PC Game Pass, some people already have, and like, you could pay the $1 for your first month and then like $10 for the next month and probably beat Persona 5 in that time. And so you get it cheaper. Persona 5 is amazing. Persona 5 Royal, specifically, the version that's on Steam and PC, is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. Like, up there with, like, Elden Ring is another one, and Ocarina of Time. Like, it is up there in my favorite games. It's already on. It was simultaneous release for Switch, PC, both on Game Pass, and Steam, and Xbox. And a PS5 remaster again. La Habre is capable of far more than you know. I think a little baby needs to go outside.
Baby needs to go. Yeah.
It's also 10 o'clock, which means another little baby might need to go to bed soon. You leave your inventory tomorrow. Ooh, also Dragon, very nice. Without spoiling it for Era who hasn't played yet, what number of palace are you on? Like, what palace number are you in? May have been one of the true scruples to bring his goals closer. Hell yeah. Well, Wolfie, thank you for bringing Dragon over this way, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. To be enough, let me assure you, La Habre holds nothing so dear of his own ambition. Just finished the bank one. Hell yes. Yes, Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden are coming. Persona 4 Golden's already on Steam, but Persona 3 Portable will be next. Which I'm really excited to play. 4 Gold... so, here's what I would say, Era. 5 is the most polished and the best to get into. Like, it's the most modern. It has some of the best music. And a lot more voice acting and just good polish. It's a PS4 game versus the others that are like PS2 games. Persona 4 has a really fun story. It's like a murder mystery vibe. So like Persona 3 is horror, like just straight up horror. Persona 4 is like a murder mystery and kind of like Goonies style, like, you know, you got to try and solve the murder mystery. And Persona 5 is a bit more rebellion and a bit more fighting injustice in the world, while being like, you know, sneaky thieves. Ooh, the Beneath the Mask, which is beautiful. I love Beneath the Mask. An emotion to stand in the way of the mission. You're the one with no depth, not the stoop. It was briefly the impression he stands mark contrast to your evaluation. Though his messages were ever unorthodox, he seemed guided by a firm understanding of what is just. We found for certain. We delve deeper into Pandemonium and pull back the curtain of this mystery ourselves. Wise course. I deny the truth if I saw with my own eyes. It was so comforting to behold. Let's move forward with no excessive caution. La Habre or whomever is behind this, let us spread their tentacles in every corner of Pandemonium. If we assume the other keywords won't greet us with open arms. I shall stay by his side, in case our enemy thinks to target him again. Help you to make the vanguard. Thank you. As a precaution, I shall safeguard you with a simple spell. We've been separated. My phantom warriors will still come to your aid. Jack, come back in here. Oh, you're already in here. I didn't hear you come back in. If it does come to battle, the keyword's magic will soon put us at disadvantage once again. We have you even scale somewhat. First, you'll be liberal with your weight. Bubba, please stop stepping at my desk. There's a cable there. Ooh, yes. So I played Hollow Knight back in 2021, so last year. I had to think of when I played Hollow Knight. I'm really excited for Silk Song. Hey, we got there. Okay. We have made it. Fatal Frame, Project Zero, Massive Lunar Eclipse. I've actually never played a Fatal Frame game. If we lose, Rose still around. I'll be there for P6. Okay. Okay, I see that you're with Martin and with those. And turn my volume down a wee bit. I'm eating. The cute one. I know Bunny and Air are both in here, so I'm not to type this. We have 6 unless you finish. I finished before you're in. Sounds good. Are you good, Bunny and Air, to jump in? Let's see. Always. Perfect. I wanted to make sure you guys weren't like gathering or something that would keep you out of it. That's the wrong button. I want you. Abyssos, the 5th circle. Oh shit. Oh, okay then. I thought that was going to be like it said 30 minutes. I was like, okay, that's what I expected doing it this late. I expected it to be like a 30-minute wait. Oh, goodness. Oh, that 1 DPS. It's always 1 DPS, isn't it? Oh, wait, duh. We're on the current raids. People are trying to get in them before reset, aren't they? This is like prime reset time for those like people panicking to finish it off. Which is good for us. Like that's a nice thing for us. Yeah, more than likely resets. I know back when I was on my US server and playing a lot with raiding, there were a lot of people that the last night were trying to raid. Alright, where can I fish here? I think I can do sky fishing, can I? Alright, can I fish off the side of this? No, I can't. Okay, let's figure out where the fishing spots are here. Oh, there's even ear fishing. Okay. So let's see. I think the bodies of water were this way. I'm very excited for reset though, so I can do more of the House of Leviar. I think I'll finish it this week, I believe. I'm not sure. Okay, there's the water up there. I see the water running off. Go that way. Oreo! Oreo, come here! Oreo! Yeah, I don't want you, I want Oreo. I have Oreo. Jack is all yours. Oh, okay, perfect. I've got all the custom deliveries. I'm working on them. I'd forgot how much I enjoyed custom deliveries. Ooh, okay. Do just a wee bit of fishing. Cooking deliveries lately. I've been doing some fishing for it. I usually craft. Yeah, I normally do. Yeah, I did crafting for the first few, but I've done gathering now, like since I started gathering, and mostly in Shadowbringers. Conditions none, conditions none. Those I need cones. So how does collectible fishing work? That's something I haven't tried yet. Do you catch and then collectible it? Or do you collectible and then try and catch? Whoop. Come on, catch this fish already. Boom, there we go, okay. Fish faster! I'm trying. Collect glove, and some fish will be gathered as collectibles. It's random the quality you get, but it's determined by size. Okay, got it. So you just keep catching. Got it, okay. So basically, collectible fishing might be a good way to get gatherer script then. So I need a lot more gatherer script for things. So I really want to get a bunch of white gatherer script to... Ooh. That music, though. So I can get all the guidebooks. I'm gonna start collectible farming so that I can get some more white script while I'm leveling things. That would be a good use of my time. I need a lot of white gatherer script. I wish you could do all the custom deliveries. Oh, alright, we're just free-balling it in. Oh, I'm not quite out of that. I want to be on one side or the other. I saw the Dragoon effect and I thought it was something I needed to avoid. Alright. So far so good. I'm doing better at paying attention to the names of casts. No, I was in the middle of my combo. Oh, I got enough mana to spare, but still. Ooh, an active time event? Ooh. Oh shit. Oh, that was a really cool arena change, I'm not gonna lie. Reminds me of the Warring Triad trials. Alright, I noticed the glow right at the end. I'm in front. That's Cleves, isn't it? I was in Cleves territory. Cleveland, if you will. Oh, Cleveland. I'm glad you enjoyed my dumb jokes. Oh, what do those mean? What the fuck do those mean? That's what those mean, okay. Every now and then you just see an effect, and it's just like, what the fuck does that effect mean? I'm working on getting the other oh, you already got the other caster up. Perfect. Oh no! Oh, it's Carby time. It is indeed. Oh, I thought it was safe for me to DPS combo. I got greedy. That was 100% on me for getting greedy. Welcome in, SC. How you doing? It's been phenomenal. I was mentioning earlier how, like, the Shadowbringers raids to me were okay. I was much more of a fan of Stormblood's raids. These are to me on the same quality as Stormblood's raids. And I really appreciate that. Like, Shadowbringers raids were fine. It's just there was something that felt kind of disjointed about them comparatively. And, like, these just feel so good. Some of them were cool, and I like the ideas of them. It's just they felt so much like a disjointed things are happening. I think they lacked solid theming. Alright, I have to actually roll for a gear this time. I don't get to just get everything handed to me like I did when we were doing 1 through 4. Probably go for... Man, I just need... Oh. I got the helmet. Ask for everyone else's sake. Calm... Oh, I didn't get a chance to calm the healer. I found hit or miss. I love some of the E7 birds. And the E6. I liked Titan. I thought Titan was really good. So, research conducted on the creations imbued with poisons and venoms. Now we're conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. I like it somewhat. I don't enjoy the gear from this one, to be honest. At least from the first tier was, at least for casters, was okay. What for you, since they appear particularly keen on seeing you dispatched as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. The circumstance is different. I must thank you for keeping my son alive for this long. Maybe we can forego introductions, unless I have misread you. Oh, I'm all too familiar, Paragon. Charming appellation holds no such position. Nor am I I am Lahabre of the Convocation of 14. Who do you are claimed to be? Then answer the question. That can wait. The light rampart. Broken Joyce P6. Hell yes. Nice meeting you, but I gotta go to sleep now because I'm working at 6 a.m. Sounds good, Dragon. Have a good sleep. Thank you so much for joining. It's night here. It is 10:15 p.m. Have a good rest. I'm on the East Coast of the U.S. I want to try and get through them all tonight. I'm going to try my best, but I might not make it all through. 2 hours ahead. Got it. So you're then, I guess, not quite West Coast, but in like the Midwest, like beyond Texas, that area then. Savage, I tend to be not the same thing. P6X wrecked my head, but P6N. Interesting. I've just always avoided Savage. I think I did Savage once with SD back when I was on servers with him. Worth it. Yeah, Rocky Mountains. I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving the pandemoniums, Martin. This is curious. The trap I wove over your feet reacts to aether, but you remain unaffected. It's just thin aether, and a familiar composition besides. It is no matter, I suppose. A more direct approach will get the same results. Yeah, I just didn't enjoy the stress of Savage, and I didn't... The group dynamic wasn't what I needed at the time when we were raiding. Like, the people in that FC, at the time, there were a lot of problems. And then I left for a little bit, and the FC fell apart. I'm sure I could prod SD a bit for some more of what happened there, but, like, I know it went to shit real fast. You need a good group. Oh, yeah. And, like, I remember I thought about raiding. I had practiced for raiding. Like, I had the time, because at the time I was a Dragoon main when I was really thinking about raiding and Shadowbringers. And, like, I kept the title of World's Okay, or, World's Okayest Dragoon, but realistically, I could keep my DPS up as a Dragoon, and I could out DPS a lot of the Savage Raiders that were like heavy in SD's group. I could keep up with them, and even when the second tier of Omega raids came out, I taught some of the Savage guys how to do the normals because I just did them first by happenstance. Like, I ran it with them the first time and talked them through it as we did it. Like, I had the mechanical ability to learn. I just didn't want to fucking take the time. And it seemed like such a stressful thing to deal with. Advise you think carefully before dedicating your next action. Strike me down here. And Arachnathonius shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Mother, dare hide behind her name? Listen well. You have the same mind concerning your mother. You have your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? I found this year so much harder. I don't know if it's just actually harder, or if it's had less patience. Honestly, it could be a mix of both. Savage is it seems like such a time sink, and I enjoy the game as it is, and the game has enough things to offer me outside of Savage. But for people that enjoy Savage, I'm glad it's there because that's what some people enjoy. I'm enjoying throwing spears at fish right now. Question I need to ask first. If you are truly La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. Once you get the clear, it's amazing feeling being worth it. That's fair. I just honestly don't want to give the time commitment for it. I know for a fact I don't want to give the time. And, like, I don't want to try and commit to a group and then be like, I don't want to do it tonight and ruin a group that way. I see Savage as kind of like D&D where you shouldn't commit unless you're really going to give the time for it, and I don't want to give the time for it. A simple request. Themis, was it? A trifle soon forgotten as you are. I have my answer. Aubrey, I knew, took pride in the convocation, would never suffer his generation. So his station with this farce. Themis, what are you saying? La Habrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real La Habrea would never call me by the name Themis. Wait, is that the real La Habrea? Troubles have you gotten yourself into, Elidibus? It is Elidibus! I thought so! I fucking knew Themis was Elidibus. Breeze the wind. Okay, I'll tolerate a busier schedule. Something I love, like D&D. No, same. Everyone has... At the end of the day, time is a resource, and you spend it how you want to spend it. And being tied to certain things gets binding and gets in a way that you feel like you can't do anything because you're lacking that time resource, basically. Oster, you have no right to claim that form, that mask. What? Who? The mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all. Who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty? You would assume my name and wield my powers, and with powers that are mine by right. Any worthy, you may have hinges on what you so despise. Such trite provocations. I will not be good into finishing this ere my work is done. I'd ran into this awful group that could never clear, so I'd pug the whole tier and after aid night, but enjoys the time with them. That sounds fun. I know. I've talked before about just like I've had a few friends that wanted less stressful rating at one point, and like wanted to just try and not really, have a goof and not try that hard. But even that is a lot to commit to. Listen well. I am Hepleothus. Hephaestus. Heppy. His name is Heffa now. We're just calling him Heffa. Who you should call father. Hephaestus. The names in this expansion have been some of the most bullshit I have ever had to suffer in a video game. I love it. It's beautiful. The world building is great. I know it's all based in Greek. Fuck. I don't know what Emmy is about. Believe an explanation is in order. Elidibus, let us return to safety so you may provide it. Sounds more like the La Habrea I know. I love ancient Greek. Basically find out La Habrea isn't your dad the whole time. That's rough. We depart, however, must offer you an apology. As La Habrea said, I am Elidibus, one of the convocation, emissary of their will. For reasons which do not involve you, it's necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. So it hardly excuses my deception. If your name is, you're still Themis to me. Such words are comforting, truly. Shall have an explanation in time. First, let me assure you my choices are not born from animosity. In any case, pressing matters to attend to. Let's do as La Habrea suggests and return to the gates. We can speak there. Please help him. Save him. Alright. Let's see. After 6, I'm gonna go on Solaris, though, I reckon. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break just to go say goodnight to my partner while she's going to bed. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, sounds good, Nelson. I'm sorry I missed you while I walked away for a minute. Let me get... Oh gosh, let me get Ro in the party. Yep. Oh. So, I popped open a cider, and I swallowed wrong, and got a little down the lungs. Oh. Oh, goodness. Oh, you need an invite as well. I gotcha. Oh, goodness. I got hiccups now from it. Let me message Nelson really quick. Okay, I can breathe. Everything is fine. As you're aware by now, I am known as Elidibus. Fuck! I thought I was good. So I'd calm myself out of it. Ooh. So the best course of action would be to hide my station as conduct investigation. I'm sure La Brea as well is eager to find out what I hid who I was. I shall save that story for later. Neither him nor I never met you in the flesh. Nice recommendation. It has long for me to accept you as an ally without question. That somewhere in the world is a guiding star so similar to herself was out there, amuses him to no end. There's not a shade of doubt in our heart that you would be a formidable ally. Fuck me. Stories that Mistress Vanette, who had held the position of his in previously, familiar much like yourself, made the decision to trust you all the easier. Now dons the white robes of an advisor. She placed her absolute faith in you. I knew I would be in capable hands. Where though was on the path you had walked, no interest in exposing you. Really wanted to meet you, travel by your side for a while. And a small portion of your whole story was enough for me. I believe you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. I'm dying. Oh, God. Well, it's been since we last spoke, La Brea. Truth be told, I'd hoped we never would again. I was fool to think I would ever escape your metal. Just as what is your thing? That thing that called himself La Brea. Why is he spitting the image of your younger self? Hard to believe that you've only just now found out such a bit was wreaking havoc in Pandemonium. Do you ever think managers would simply sort themselves out? Suppose you deserve at least a cursory explanation. I was aware of the anomalies occurring within Pandemonium, including the fact that his inimical Elidibus had taken it upon themselves to investigate. Reason to assert myself into the situation for the time that was. These hiccups are awful. Oh. Also, cider, just so I can get my mind off of it. It's a nice strongbow gold. Prizeman set a formal report with yours. Communication with one of the keywords saying that research and operations are proceeding as usual. Well, Abyssos' deception was almost childish in simplicity. Plain to me that your grasp of the situation was slipping. Assume his existence from the beginning. Then he would suffer another to masquerade as one of the convocation, without good reason at least. Oh no, the name La Brea is but a marker of my station. It's not the name I was born with. Abyssos has claimed that for himself. I don't fault him for it, as he is my other half in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way, yet within his heart is naught but greed, envy, and desire. All the emotions that we're loath to acknowledge within ourselves. Did he split himself? This is true, what purpose should being serve? He is the product of experimentation gone awry. A reminder of the days when I was young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good. It seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. Spoke of my mother. He looked at you with venom in his eyes. Blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but ramblings of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his view of the world irreparably. Now he is awakened, he is to be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective ward, he is to invite disaster upon our star. Chief keyword of Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. Such to declare that all research shall be summarily abandoned and the facility destroyed. Trying to get rid of these hiccups. The other words they're due. It's a choice befitting La Habrea. Do you disagree? Speak of duty, in order to guide the star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. No surprise that you would choose annihilation. Pandemonium, if existence posed even the remotest risk to our people. As you can see by his response, the decision is somewhat more nuanced than that. Azim and I grapple with this conundrum for some time. In fact, chose to involve myself directly. It was the only way I could determine the best solution. Not needing to trouble any further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst occurring, no matter what the cost. Your feelings, Elidibus, are of no consequence. Taking even a moment to consider another path? No. Nary a thought for aught but yourself and your duty. No idea of the trials we've endured. The foes the professor has stood against. Professor, is it? Being such aether I've never seen. What are you? Dying star that shall lead us safely through this. Your stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations and returned them to themselves. To hear your opinion, as outsider, we are in a unique position to look upon the circumstance with our vision unclouded by attachment. It's too soon to give up on saving the other. We won't be outwardly mean to La Habrea. Nothing about Hephaetosis, and I highly doubt La Habrea has been forthcoming with the truth. Managed to regain control of Affladeus. Must be made to see that there's merit in continuing on this path. Wait, is 6 have to fight La Habrea for the right to keep going? Your official capacity is Elidibus, the emissary. Judge which is appropriate or sound, even if La Habrea would be compelled to listen. You're bound to assess the matter from a position of imperative. Asthemis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yep? Dude, even so you've walked with us all this time. What we've seen, let alone trust you find the best way forward. Fuck me. Very well, then in my capacity as emissary, I shall state my judgment. Here's about destroying Pandemonium outright and taking time to rescue its researchers. Neither is yet an impossible task. The most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into Abyssos, interring any mythical creations we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Professor's might and his resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and then decide if our endeavor is futile. If such is the will of the emissary, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objections to the immediate destruction of Pandemonium. You needn't worry about that. We won't fail. You're bolder than I remember. You're more of a bitch than I remember. You're tedious I remember. Professor, come find me when you're finished. Understandably frustrated, but if we are to conquer Abyssos, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray linear to his troubles, that our weight might be lighthearted. Oh. Alright. I wish just one of these would be voiced. You do have my gratitude. Ill-fit as I am to show him moment, without words to sway him, La Brea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. He realized the creations had slipped their bonds. The other keywords did all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen to escape, they remained to aid their allies. I am certain not a soul among them would wish to see this facility erased from our world. And they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. Besides, Abyssos has secrets yet untold. Secrets that would be buried if Pandemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean to uncover the truth behind his words, the truth of my mother. While La Brea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Abyssos would gain fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Brea who dealt with the fatal blow, we've seen with our own eyes how quickly he condemned others to die. We should know what last befalls her. Sounds good, Era. I'm making my way through cutscenes, but these horrific hiccups are making it very difficult. Does the library, you know, have any regard for the lives of others, but carry out his duty with another's blood in his hands? I have no idea what he might be like in this age. This age? How long has it been since you last met? Regardless, I'd like to try and view him as he is now. Another opinion would be much appreciated. As a plan, there's much to consider. Thank you, Professor. It's easy for me to get carried away by emotion where he's concerned. To focus on the task at hand, proving to La Brea that we are capable of saving Pandemonium and its keepers. The fencing way to do that would be to regain control of Abyssos. Damn it, I thought I'd gotten rid of them. Loath to admit, he would know more about the depths than any of us. Seeing as how we require revenge we could afford. Professor, would you ask him to speak for us? Will you speak to him for us? No interest in your capabilities. May deign to help you at your suggestion. If only you see what you can do. Fuck me, I want to stop hiccuping. It's getting painful quickly. Deep trust in you, and Elidibus tells me you share some relation to him. You like there's not marked you as a familiar, unlike anything I've ever seen, and one of the countless concepts I've observed. Counter existence I cannot create by my own hand. Zim never ceases to surprise. It was much the same. In the entirety of sorrow into consideration, she came to hold dear emotions. And people that a more logical mind would have discarded. It's made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Elidibus have conducted yourself in this matter. The true danger of Zim's nature is a tendency to infect all those who come in contact with. Hell yeah, Era. Him and Silk is much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. Invoke your authority as emissary to justify this little excursion. Measure little, however. Only that your deeds can speak for you now. You're more of Abyssos, I take it. Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can still sense what creations lie within. Keywords reach as far indeed. Well then, what do we have to look forward to? No creations of note. Perhaps they've been made into fodder for experimentation. Perhaps they've been transferred to deeper circles. We'd never allow you safe passage. It just left a trial for you to overcome. Speak of Hegemon, keyword of Abyssos. Their presence is stained with marks of corruption. That is unmistakable. There is a woman gifted in magic and blessed with a highly logical mind. When I sense those qualities within her still, there's something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I would doubt it's because she's already been twisted into a Prometheus, doubtless against her will. Professor Themis, let's rescue her from that cruel fate. If we cannot, at least seal her. We'll wait until we find a means to undo the damage. Welcome back, Air. If I didn't say it before, I don't remember. I'm looking forward to being in a queue for a few minutes, so I can just sit and breathe. I'd make you bold. I'm much looking forward to seeing how you carry you. Okay, good. These hiccups are literally killing me right now. They have become very painful. Oh, thank God. I'm finally out of fucking cutscenes for a moment. Sounds good. I will have it cranked. Alright. Let's go! Plus, just getting into combat means that I will sit, I will breathe, and I will fight. Is that not? Oh. Join. Turn my speakers up a wee bit. Let's get focused. So, I should want spell speed as a red mage, and it really is everyone. I should want spell speed, right? Oh, I don't have the rights to do any of these. I've never cared much about doing the melding as I should, but I should want spell speed, correct? I was more or less just gonna do it to be doing something right now. And I'm just getting a fuckload of materia. But yeah, I guess a few points aren't gonna change anything, really. But I figure if I could get this over to 1100, that would speed me up a bit. That's true. I will be switching armor out soon. But I got some 610s I can throw something in. I've got the 610s that I won't be getting rid of anytime soon. I want perception, right? And gathering. I'm assuming I want spell seed. That would make sense to me. Let me check my chocobo. Nope. Chocobo saddlebag. Perception and gathering up. Got it. I know this for the gatherers. I have my gatherers melded. Not pentamelded, mind you, but I have them melded. Oh, I can't put more spell speed on that. I can put more on this one, though. Trust, don't do it. I might do it for the next craft or gathering tier. Reaper for your axe and scythe. I mean, it makes perfect sense. They're basically gatherers. There we go. So I got my spell speed up to 1139. So that's another tier, right? I'm so tired. I am so sorry to hear that, Era. Sending hugs as well. Hopefully you can get some good rest. I'm somewhat with you in the after the hiccups. I understand that pain, but now that seems to have passed. A few minutes of doing something mentally stimulating other than just reading a cutscene cleared me up real fast. I just needed to do something that wasn't reading. There we go, that's a good clean. I need to go to the golden... Oh wait, I need to check to see if Martin stole anything. You'll see by your... You know, I should have checked beforehand, honestly, to see how much it was beforehand. Oh wait, I can do this.
Oh, yes, Daddy.
239. 237. Yeah, okay, so I got a little bit. Dice! Welcome in. Thank you for the resub of fucking 19 months. We've been doing this for a long time now, and it's weird. Like, still selling all the items. Let's see. Let's check how this is going. How are you doing, though, Dice? Welcome in. How's this grift going? Not well. So people put in some lower amounts. Okay, but I'm still one of the cheapest to get 100. Okay.
Who's ready to cream, huh?
So hot. Heard you doing P6? I am doing P6. Enough time to have 2 children. It is enough time to have 2 children. I'm about to do P6, Dice.
No.
If you want to join in, we're in queue right now. So, I have these fire clusters. And while you can get them for cheaper here, you can only get large amounts of them. And I noticed that there were quite a few times where 100 sold for way more. So, I listed 1,000 broken up into 100 chunks for 300 a pop. So instead of getting the 120k I wanted for these clusters, once they all sell, I'll get 300k. It's just going to take the time for them to all sell. Also, welcome back, Martin. I don't know if you're still working, but you're also welcome to join in P6 if you'd like to join. We're currently in queue, but I would hop out of it for you to join in. Also, thank you for the woo hurt and for the bits. Get that alchemist up. Oh, I only just unlocked P3. I started at P1 tonight and we've made it to P6. So I've done a little bit of alchemist, but not much. Where's my dive land? I unlocked alchemist. I get 1 mil per 100 leaves. Not too efficient, but it works. That's not bad. Gotcha. Well, I would be down to run it with you another night, Martin, for sure. If you ever see me on, feel free to hit me up and I will join you for it. I know it's slightly broken. I heard the awoo. I heard the awoo fine. Did it not come through on your guys' end? Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be okay. We're missing one of each class. Oh, there's one before it. Oh, the Hooray to Cream didn't play. Hold on just a second. Let me log into sound alerts. I will manually play that shit.
Who's ready to cream, eh?
Who's ready to cream? I think that might have played with Dice's sub potentially. Yeah, this might be where our raid train ends, but I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that it continues on. Like, I think 6 is going to be it for the night. Like, once we finish 6, I'm going to call it a night for raids. But, yeah, people do stay up. And I'm hoping that, like, the fact that we need one of each is not bad. See, what do these look like? I just want to start looking at books. Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever shown. This was the book that Lilith crafted for me. Wah! Wah! Maybe for the 25 bits hurt and for the wah! I love this book so much. Like, that is beautiful to me. So, I'm working on Warrior now. I definitely took advantage of the sale and pay to win it up to 80. I hadn't played it since level 60, so I'm having to like relearn all of Warrior and everything that is a Warrior. The Realm Reborn Warrior. Ooh. But I'm really enjoying Gunbreaker a lot. I got Gunbreaker to 90 now. I will say, I think Gunbreaker is my favorite tank. I just wanted another tank that I could be leveling as well. Have any shiny weapons yet? See, I don't like any of their shiny weapons, honestly. Like, I don't like that at all. I don't really like that.
That was truly cringeworthy.
Indeed, it was cringeworthy. Thank you for the bits, hurt. I tank it's fun, but I like Paladin more. Really? I don't remember enjoying Paladin that much. I definitely played Paladin some when I started. Warrior is what I actually started my character on. Like, when I started playing the game, I started as a Warrior, then realized I didn't want to tank, and switched to Dragoon pretty quickly. That's fair. 80% of the reason, like, yeah, the Paladin does have really good swords. Gunblade of the Round is pretty good. Oh, did I not see the Gunblade of the Round? Let's try that one. I do tend to like the round weapons. Okay, that's okay. I don't hate that. It's just, it has so many extra bits that I actually need to go, I need to glam mine. Use a glamour present for this. This is my favorite Gunblade, honestly. I love the, like, worn, beaten edge of this. Like, I really like the way this Gunblade looks. Sound alert messed up and gave me... Hell yeah. Okay, so it did mess up then. My paladin is just a sword. Yeah, the swords are very cool. That is nice that everything they do heals. And your face looks fucking got me. I do need to work on Manderville quests. That is something I need to do. I need to work on the Manderville quests. So that I can actually, you know, do the Manderville weapons. No, I love everything I've played of the Manderville quest. So I did everything up to up through Heavensward. I need to do Stormblood's quests, I believe. I believe I'm on Stormblood's quest. I'm either on Stormblood's or the end of Heavensward. I don't remember which. I just never got around to them. And then now they're, you know, pseudo-mandatory. Okay, so that's all one fishing area. This whole island is one fishing area. Got it. Oh, the two next to each other? Let's see. Let me do the I'm here. It sounds like Sound Alert's just struggling today.
Fuck you! I hope your whole family has a nice Christmas!
There's your here. Fuck you too, Hurt, and I hope your family also has a nice Christmas. Alright, does this count as a floating island I can cast my rod off of? It does not. Okay. That has to be a diving. Get the tomes for the 621. Got it. Okay. I just know generally the Hildebrand or the artifact weapons they do for stuff like that usually look really nice. Is this a diving? Oh wait, duh, I can just... Since no teeming waters. Have restrictions on you, or you just use normal fish? Okay. But they're pretty plain now. Their weapons are anything to go by. Yeah, that's generally the first few phases of the relic weapons are kind of meh. I would love to go back and finish the Bajja weapon, but like... That just seems like such a ball ache. I don't know how many people are doing the Bajja stuff anymore. I'm not terribly far off it, I don't think. But like... I need to do enough of it that it would be difficult, you know? Could do if you wanted to, but never had the patience even when it was current. I enjoyed it when it was current content. I leveled a lot of other classes in it. I think it'd be rough if they did an over-the-top grind and also requiring you to do how much... Have you done Leave Quest with Fisher? I've done a bit. Fisher is so expensive because you just have to go catch the fish. It's not like the Leave Quests of any of the other gatherers. I've seen some... Oh, okay, that's good to know. There's 7 weapons on content. Holy shit. I leveled up a couple classes through it, and that's mainly I'm gonna dip here. Sorry, getting toward. No worries. Oh. Okay, so I need to. You'll need to restart the queue. Yeah. Let's see if we can get in. But oh wait, I gotta switch my class to do that. There we go, 6 circle. Alright, we'll give it a bit, but I have a feeling we're not getting it done tonight, honestly. And that's okay. We got through 5 of them. Like, we can do them another night. Sounds good, Era. Have a good BRB. We're gonna be going for a bit. Ooh. Good luck with the warm milk. Ooh. Is that something I can put in a fish tank? Not put in a fish tank. I do not need warm milk whatsoever. I will never need warm milk a day in my life. That's fair. No worries, Bunny. You guys have been amazing troopers and stayed through so fucking late, and it's been amazing once again. Hurt, we have an emote for a reason. We have a no milk alert for a reason. $4:05 p.m. Let's go. Oh, I got hit. Well, it says 5 minutes, but I don't think it's gonna be 5 minutes at all. We can just hold off for the night. It's getting late for you guys. I'm more than willing to just hold off for the night. If we don't get it at the 5 minute mark, we'll call it a night. But it's estimated 5 minutes. We'll let it go for 5 minutes. And if it doesn't, we'll call it there. It does in fact make you insane, Hurt. Look at that reaction to me just saying that I won't drink the milk. Ooh, nice. How are you liking Crisis Core? How are you enjoying my boy Zach? Alex was, I will not take your milk. I'm a giver of milk, if anything. That was the sentence I said today. Wait, I mean... Who's ready to cream? Oh, that's 2. Come on, catch it. Fuck! I'm missing 1 fish in this area. Welcome back, Era. 1 point for a plot point. Oh, yeah. It's got some big sads from what I remember. And, like, I played it without context. I played Crisis Core, played 7. Trying to level up a little bit of both. I'm catching fish and incidentally leveling up my fisher while I do it. Like, I'm trying to, like, discover all the fish in an area. Hey! That was a fun, a fun, thing. Funny how that works. It's one of those of, like, I rushed my way to this point, and now I'm just enjoying catching things, discovering areas. working out like what I can of fishing. The time frame, it should be. It takes place, you know, a bit before 7. Both a couple years. It's a pretty decent span of time. Like Crisis Core covers a decent span of time. I think it's about a year to 2. I think it might be a couple years, honestly. Vision for leveling up is pretty good, but it could be a bit costly though. Yeah. Like, so I started leveling fishing on Wednesday of last week. Wednesday night. I was level 22. I'm now level 87. I did most of it through Diadem. That got me up to 70 pretty quickly. Then I just did all the story quests. That took me up most of the way to 80. Did a few leaves, but not many. The level 80 leaves are way too expensive, way more expensive than they should be. I went and caught the crabs I would need for some of the leaves, and then I sold them on the marketplace instead of using them. Those are taking place over the course of a year. So I've hurt tank it. Well, we have one tank. We have one healer. I mean, my tank is not healed enough, or else I would go in as a tank and be a bad tank. Like, I would have to be the off tank and be yelled at when to shirk, or when to shirk, but when to provoke. I think I'm gonna give up on this fish for right now. The locks. Tank this one, otherwise I would. See, I don't know anything about tanking any of them, but my tank's gear score is 557, unfortunately. Hey, tank switching duties unless main tank dies. Oh, that's good to know then. So I'm just a blue DPS then. That's what I'm hearing, is that I would be blue DPS. 7.5. Oh, hey! 25k gil. You know, we do like being a blue DPS. You put away your rod. I will never put away my rod. The tank buster survives, besides that, not much. Okay. Well, I will get it up to snuff so that I am available for that. I'll get that done before. Oh, we have 4 out of 4 DPS. I don't have the gear score to do it, unfortunately. So that's where the whole tank switching stuff comes in. Oh, you were gonna volunteer. Yeah, let's see what that does. Yeah. If you want to choose a tank, Kurt, let's see how that goes. All right. Helps if I'm on the right class. Oh, one of your party members does not meet the requirements. Oh, sorry. I did not ask for a ready check. I think someone was crafting. Gear score? Yeah, it's all good. I was honestly gonna call it a day anyway. So like, that's completely fine. That just solidifies it. Switch back. Let's like see if we just get an instant queue and see if we get lucky. But like, I need to level. Wait, you weren't even level 90. That's funny. Let's just see if we get lucky with an instant queue. We probably won't. Let's just see. Nope. Alright. Eye level. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was saying for gear score. My eye level is rather low on my gunbreaker. It's 557. I have like 2 pieces that I got from doing the raids before. And I have enough to I made the helmet for it already. But I think we're gonna call it there. It's 11:15. I have to go to work in the morning. Who's live? Anyone live? No one's live. Alright then. And we're just gonna call that a night. What's the plan for the week? So the plan for the week is today was Final Fantasy 14. Tomorrow is off like normal. Wednesday and Thursday are gonna be Final Fantasy 9. I'm gonna continue the story and probably some side questy stuff. I did a fuckload of chocobo things over the weekend. Like I have the ocean ability on the chocobo now. I've done almost all the chocographs I could physically do. And then Friday is going to be a knitting stream. I have some yarn and some needles back here. For reference, I have never knitted in my life. I do not know what I'm doing. Annie helped suggest me yarn and picked out the needles for me. And so I'm going to try and do a cozy Christmas knitting stream and I'm going to try and start a scarf. It was fun hanging out Bunny as well. We're also going to... Oh, goodness, I almost lost my needle. So I got 2 spools of that. We're also going to seduce the Grinch. That's also a thing that's going to happen. Oh, yeah. Again, thank you, Bunny, Hurt, Era, Ro, I know is already asleep, and everyone else that stayed for so late to run these fucking dungeons. You guys are all amazing, and I cannot wait to continue doing dungeons. I have really enjoyed playing Final Fantasy on stream this way, and just in general being back on Final Fantasy, but like, you all have made streaming it incredibly fun. Where's Dice? I'm gonna spawn some. I'm gonna pick up Dice. Whoosh. I'm gonna lie down, coughing. Sounds good. Have a good rest, Era. I hope you sleep well, and I hope you're feeling better in the morning. I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna check one more time to make sure I didn't miss anyone to raid. And then there's no one. I don't feel like raiding someone random because I don't want to interact. So instead, we're gonna raid over here. Oops. Just to send someone somewhere. Just so that for the people that stay at AFK, they have a nice place to go. Everyone have a good evening, and I will see you all Wednesday for Final Fantasy 9. Come out of retirement, Hurt. It's time for you to come out of retirement. Good night.